always had this a sense of space where you want to do something, or have you developed it over time?
I think I've developed it over time. But I obviously knew that, yeah, I want to do something for back home. How will it keep taking me back? Because
it was always there within you?
there was something, but I just couldn't wrap my head around what, because life was going fine. I was in a corporate. By the time I retired from the corporate job, it was I was vice president, sales and marketing. But I think it wasn't exciting enough for me.
So Delhi Mumbai exposure helped you in developing those sensibilities?
Absolutely, absolutely. So when we decided that, okay, yeah, we got up in the morning, my father had that conversation, are you ready for it? I said, yeah. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I had no background. I hadn't studied nor architecture, nor interior, nor hospitality. But I said, how bad can it be? I mean, what can go wrong? I mean, I don't think if I don't do it, will I regret it? Let's give it a try. I mean, how bad can you go? I'm educated enough. If this doesn't work, I can always go back and do something, back in the city.
Do you think young girls, one of course is
sure.
best, but do you think young girls and young people in general, what does it take? In terms of parenting, what does it take to just train your kid to develop that sense? Hi, Priya, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Welcome to another podcast. We will be chatting, chilling, and perhaps talking about business and understanding how you've built this brand, Larissa.
Right.
And you're not going to treat it like it's a interview recording happening.
Yes. Yes, that's the idea. I'll be more confident then.
We'll talk about like how two friends are chatting. Since, in fact, I must say this, since I first met you, your trajectory has gone from 1, 2, 3, and it's got a steep incline. Okay. And this has happened over the last
10 years. Yeah, I mean, I started 10 years back, but yeah, the last 4-5 years have
been very, very intense for you.
Correct.
So congratulations. I'm really proud of what you've done. And I am sure through this recording and podcast, there'll be many people who want to start their own business or do something in, the hospitality business. Will get a real sense of what it really takes to build something like this. Because धारणा बहुत हो जाती है ना, people start thinking कि वो social media में देखते हैं या फिर you see the flashy life, you think बहुत अच्छा है, I'll do this. But to really get a sense of what it really takes to build a brand like Larissa, that is essentially what we're going to learn. And podcast जो भी देख रहे होंगे उनके लिए, that is going to be the key. Those are going to be the key takeaways. Tell us, what is Larissa? The name is also pretty intriguing.
Okay, so Larissa means the sky, mountain, and earth. So it is in a mix of Tibetan, Ladakhi, and Lahaul language. So I belong to Lahaul. My ancestors lived there, and then though I've never really stayed there, but they moved many, many years back to Manali. But the word was very, very familiar, and we wanted to incorporate in such a way. I never thought I'll get into hospitality. So the way Larissa came up was we were scouting for names when we actually thought of doing this venture. So my mother wanted to name my niece Larissa, right? But the problem is in the local language, wife ko Ladi bolte hain.
Okay.
So husband is called Lada, the wife is called Ladi. Okay, so when she said Larissa rakhenge, she said, children, how they are, they make fun of each other, Ladi. They will call. So wo sab usko Ladisa bolenge, so that doesn't resonate very well with the whole situation. So kya kare? So when we were thinking about the name, and I had this thought, yes, she had named it, and obviously sky, mountain, and earth coming together. I mean, all elements coming together. And because we started from Manali, it was just fitting in so well. And obviously now when we sign up new properties, we at least see at least one of the elements or at least two elements are taken care of. So that's how the name came.
But how did you start? What's been your journey? You've given us a bit about, you come from Lahaul. Right. I've never been to Lahaul because not many people, I think all across the country also not many people would know कि Lahaul है कैसा.
हाँ, तो लाहौल तो पहले तो बहुत ही backward. अभी तो obviously रोहतांग टनल बन गया है, तो it's been open to a lot of people. But उन दिनों में Lahaul used to be shut for almost 6 to 7 months because you had to go through Rohtang Pass. So people used to stock up things and they used to live there for 6 months. Or even if they had to come down to a Manali kind of a situation, they had to walk. Okay. But abhi tunnel aane se obviously काफी फर्क पड़ गया है. The roads are getting better, so now it's a route to go to Ladakh as well.
So we're talking about कि आज से 15 साल पहले भी if people had to come from Lahaul to Manali.
हाँ, 6 महीने बंद रहता था.
6 महीने बंद रहता था.
Absolutely.
There's no chance.
हाँ, तो my grandfather moved at an early age from Lahaul to Manali, so that's where I belong. तो
and culturally, how is Lahaul?
It's good. It's backward है. पहले काफी facilities नहीं थी. Lot of agriculture happens over there, and agriculture is one of the main things. So all your potatoes, peas, hops, and nowadays all your lettuce, broccolis are all grown there because the land is very very fertile. And obviously with the global warming क्या हो रहा है कि पहले जो सेब के बगीचे होते थे वो मनाली तक सीमित थे. But now obviously temperatures are rising, they're going higher up.
Okay.
So yeah, it's more of an agriculture belt. But tourism भी आ गया है after the tunnel. And it's en route to Ladakh also. That road, the roads are getting better. A lot of bikers are coming. Adventure tourists are taking that route.
But your family shifted to Manali long ago.
Yeah, so my grandfather moved to Manali. So that's where I was brought up in a certain way. I went to boarding school at a very, very young age. In class 3.
Religion-wise, Lahore के अंदर
So there is a mix of Hindus and Buddhism. Okay. These are the two religions that people follow.
And where you guys shifted to Manali?
Manali, and then we realized, my father realized कि यहाँ पे school है but limited scope है. तो he fought with my grandfather कि मुझे अपने बच्चों को boarding में भेजना है. And my grandfather was really not very happy with that whole idea कि उनको था कि यहाँ पे school है, सब यहीं से पढ़ रहे हैं, आपको क्यों भेजना. So I think the good thing about my parents is I think they realized the gap. They were futuristic thinking कि we need to give them a better education, both the children. And he went against the odds and sent us to boarding school. And उन दिनों में I'm almost going to turn 50, so I'm talking about many, many years back.
I'm not kidding. You're going to turn 50.
Yes, next year.
Congratulations.
Yeah. तो उन दिनों में क्या था वो culture में, even in Himachal, Manali में और छोटी जगहों में, I'm sure you will agree to me, बहुत फोकस नहीं था लड़कियों को इतना पढ़ाने का. एक तो वो था, और दूसरा कि आप बोर्डिंग स्कूल में, इंग्लिश कॉन्वेंट बोर्डिंग स्कूल में भेज दो. Yes, very, very progressive, I must say. So I think I've been blessed in that form that my parents put their foot down and sent me to boarding school. So I think boarding school जाके exposure मिला. Obviously घर वापस आते थे तो सोचते थे यार हम कहाँ रहते हैं. मैं आपको एक छोटी मोटी बातें बताती हूँ. हम घर जाते थे उस वक्त entertainment का form VHS videos, VCR होते थे. तो हम हमारा घर ऑलमोस्ट 14 किलोमीटर पहले है मनाली से. तो उस वक्त क्या होता था कि न्यू फिल्म्स आती थी तो वो उसी दिन वापस करनी होती थी वो टेप्स वापस. सो वी स्टेड 14 किलोमीटर्स अवे. तो हम ऑब्वियसली वो पुरानी मूवीज़ तो को ही देखना पड़ता था क्योंकि उस वक्त 14 किलोमीटर भी बहुत लगते थे, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन नहीं होता था. तो हम 2-3 कैसेट्स लेके आते थे और पूरे विंटर्स उनको देखते थे. तो ऐसे टाइम आ गया था कि सारे डायलॉग्स भी याद हो गए थे. तो जब वापस स्कूल जाते थे, जो सिटी से बच्चे आए थे टू स्टडी इन द बोर्डिंग, they would talk about newer films, कि वाओ हमने ये देखा. And I was very blank, so कभी क्या होता है, I think there's balance of कि आप progressive भी हो, but there are certain circumstances which should take you a little back. और आपको पता है बच्चों के साथ क्या होता है, there's a lot of teasing of each other. You're not doing it with the very mindlessly कि अरे मैंने ये देखा तुम तो यहाँ रहते. तो थोड़ा complex होता था शुरू में कि अरे हम कहाँ back और beyond में रहते हैं. हमारे पास तो प्रॉपर मूवी देखने का जरिया भी नहीं है क्योंकि वो कैसेट्स वापस करने के. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ चाइल्डहुड आई हैड. बट आई थिंक नाउ व्हेन आई लुक बैक आई थिंक आई फील वेरी वेरी ब्लेस्ड क्योंकि आज के दिन में लोग बड़े शहरों से छोटे शहर जा रहे हैं. तो हमारे में ये ब्लेसिंग है कि हम वी कैन स्विच ओवर एनी टाइम. और बड़े शहर वाले छोटे शहर में एडजस्ट करना मुश्किल हो जाता है, बट जो छोटे शहर वाले होते हैं वो दोनों चीज़ें कर सकते हैं ब्यूटिफुली.
Life's played a good joke.
Yes, yeah, something like that. So yeah, that's where I did my boarding school. Schooling I was there till class 10. Then I went to Punjab for 2 years. Then I came to Delhi for my education.
2 years in Punjab?
YPS Patiala. I did my 11th and 12th over there. And then I came to Delhi. And I think I've been a little more adamant from very childhood. My father said कि दिल्ली नहीं भेजना है पढ़ने के लिए, नंबर इतने आने चाहिए. And he was very sure that I will not get through the cut-off list of Lady Shri Ram College. But I think I've been very stubborn कि मुझे करना है तो करना ही है. So then what happened is I said now if I want to study मुझे LSR ही जाना है और कहीं नहीं जाना. So I think I put my effort and then came to Delhi to do my
But
college.
did you get उस time पर, because we're talking about years ago or decades ago, did you have a sense of the importance that LSR has?
Not really, but you'd heard about this name. You're so young, you just go by the namesake. You know how the youth is today. They just want to tick mark कि हम स्टीफन में पढ़े, हम LSR में पढ़े, हम हिंदू. उसका पता नहीं था क्या था, but ये पता था कि अगर आप एक certain numbers लेके आओगे, you have to be there to get it. So I think that was the only sense. There was no other sense.
Okay. And what did you study?
I did English honors over there.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then
Then I did a advertising course. Then I worked a few years in the corporate.
where did you work?
I started my career with Foster's India. So the Foster's beer had come into India for the first time. It was one of the first, I think, international
Good
companies.
segue from LSR English Honors.
So I did that. Then I joined PVR Cinemas. I did some work in Delhi. Then I moved to Bombay. And then I think one fine day I was back home and I realized that, it's so beautiful what to do. And it was a very conversation over tea or some meal when my father said, we have land over here because my parents, they are agriculturists. We have apple orchards back home. They said, पूरी दुनिया आ रही है मनाली, hotels बना रहे हैं, लोग बाहर से आके lease कर रहे हैं.
What time are we talking about? Years.
This is 2015. I think we had this conversation around 2014. And it was just a dinner or a tea conversation कि सारी दुनिया बाहर से आ रही है. Why don't you guys do something? So I said, yeah, we can do something. We have the land. At least we were blessed with that fact, and it gave me a mover's advantage because बहुत से लोग हैं, बहुत easy हो जाता है बोलना कि easier said than done कि हाँ जी होटल बना लो, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. But I think you need some kind of backup. So I think my backup was that yes, my parents had that land. So I had easy access to build something. Yeah, because if I today look at it that if I had to restart from the beginning and buy the land and all that, maybe I wouldn't have been able to do it. I don't know. At least this is what I think.
Because right now in 2025, while we're talking about it, real estate prices are so high.
Correct.
That to build a property takes a different level of, investment.
Yeah. The return on investment will come in 20, 25 years. And then I think you will not see that kind of growth.
That kind of.
Yeah, you will be stuck with one or two properties. So that's what I said. I'm very, very blessed that we had that piece of land. And next morning we go again met, and my father actually thought that maybe it was just a conversation. He said, "Karna hai?" I said, "Yes, karenge." So I've been always a go-getter if I can say things about myself. I don't do too much of planning, which could also be a positive, which could be a negative also, because I believe आप बहुत ज़्यादा planning भी कर देते हो, वो कई बार ठीक नहीं होती है. I go with a little bit of planning for sure, but also a lot with gut. For me, gut is very important. If I stand in a certain place and I look at when I'm looking at properties now.
Well, martial.
Yeah. So I feel कि
तलवार चलाएंगे.
हाँ, वैसा कहीं पे, but you know what? It's worked for me, I guess. So. मेरे को बहुत वो aura is very, very important. I could go to a beautiful location, but if suppose that place does not speak to me, sometimes I don't go ahead.
Do you think you've always had this sense, a sense of space where you want to do something, or have you developed it over time?
I think I've developed it over time, but I obviously knew that I want to do something for back home. How will it keep taking me back? Because
so it was always there within you?
There was something, but I just couldn't wrap my head around what, because life was going fine. I was in a corporate. By the time I retired from the corporate job, it was I was vice president, sales and marketing. But I think it wasn't exciting enough for me.
The Delhi Mumbai exposure helped you in developing those sensibilities?
Absolutely, absolutely. So when we decided that, okay, we got up in the morning, my father had that conversation, are you ready for it? I said, yeah. I didn't know how I'm going to do it. I had no background. I hadn't studied nor architecture, nor interior, nor hospitality. But I said, how bad can it be? I mean, what can go wrong? I mean, I don't think if I don't do it, will I regret it? Let's give it a try. I mean, how bad can it go? I'm educated enough. If this doesn't work, I can always go back and do something, back in the city.
Do you think young girls, one, of course, you're blessed, but do you think young girls and young people in general, what does it take? In terms of parenting, what does it take to just train your kid to develop that sense कि कर सकते हैं? Because
I think
as Indians we are sort of नौकरी के लिए train हो रहे हैं काफी.
Absolutely. मेरे situation भी ऐसी था. Father always said कि आप teaching job कर लो. In those days for a girl either was become a doctor या teacher बन जाओ या civil service kind of a thing. So yes, I think parents in today's date ना थोड़ा सा it's a different topic altogether. क्या होता है, and I'm coming from where I am coming from being a part of a woman. एक सर्कल होता है कि आपने एजुकेशन तो दे दी. So मेरे पेरेंट्स बहुत प्रोग्रेसिव थे. उन्होंने मुझे उस एज में या बियॉन्ड व्हाट द सोसाइटी एट दैट पॉइंट वाज डूइंग थिंग्स सेंट मी आउट. बट देन दे केम अ टाइम बिकॉज यू सेड ओके अब ये कर लिया, नाउ यू कम बैक बिकॉज यू आर अ गर्ल. You have to come back. We have to get you married. This is our responsibility. It finishes. And I think one of the reasons I stayed back was that I, in my head, started thinking if I had to do this and come back, there is no harm being a housewife or taking care of the family. But I just felt wasted. That why did I do all these things all over? And now I've got that exposure. And to come back and just be married and take care of the house. I mean, I still do take care of the house, but in my own ways, right? तो ये fight थी. तो yeah, there was a situation while I was getting out of college and finishing my education. My parents wanted to come back and get me married and finish their responsibilities. तो I think एक Indian family there's a lot of conflict. आप बच्चे को एक लेवल तक लेके जाते हो और फिर बोलते हो कि ये जो सब कुछ किया है अब ये खत्म करो and come back.
And perhaps जिस टाइम पर when you graduated, when they were perhaps expecting, उस टाइम पे इंडिया में एवेन्यूज भी तो बहुत लिमिटेड थे.
Correct.
आज के टाइम पर इमेजिन करना that a young woman could become an entrepreneur is much more convenient and easier than perhaps it was 30 years ago.
Yes, absolutely.
क्योंकि in general market space ही बड़ा welcoming नहीं था.
हाँ, और environment नहीं था, लड़कियां बाहर जाती नहीं भैया.
वो भी उनका एक इम्पैक्ट पहुंचा है. एंड देन जस्ट जनरली आवर मार्केट इज रियली ग्रोइंग. द इकोनॉमी इंप्रूव हो रही है तो देयर बेटर एवेन्यूज, अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी बन रही है फॉर एवरीबॉडी एल्स फॉर दैट मैटर.
और उसका माइंडसेट भी बहुत छोटा था. यस, यू वर लाइक अच्छा लड़की को पढ़ाओ, बट पढ़ाना एंड दैट्स इट, लाइक दिस इज इट. एंड आई हैव सीन दिस इन सिटीज. आई मिंगल अराउंड विद अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल एंड आई थिंक द माइंडसेट इज स्टिल देयर कि लड़कियों को थोड़ा लाइक यू हैव टू कर्ब देयर थिंग. बट व्हेन आई वाज टोल्ड टू कम बैक, आई सेड नो, I don't want to come back. And obviously I was adamant. We got into arguments and all of that. I said, this is what I'm going to do. I think so one of the reasons could be because I just didn't want to go back home. So I wanted to prove myself also that, what, if I've studied as much or you've given me that kind of exposure, what makes you think I'm lesser and I will not be able to do certain things? So I think in the beginning, it was all out of vengeance that I started working. And obviously the city life, and I worked in multiple companies, got exposed. I think that was very, very helpful. So when we were even doing the hotel up, we had a choice to do it in the main city. But I was like, no, I've lived in Delhi, I've lived in Bombay. What is a person who's living in the city looking for? If he has to be a part of that whole concrete, traffic, hustle, bustle, it's not really a holiday. And during that time when we built the hotel, it was quite crazy because as I told you, we're 14 kilometers ahead of Manali. A lot of people turned around and the locals started speaking. My father's name is Padam Singh. कि पदम सिंह के बच्चे पागल हो गए हैं, लोग होटल सिटी में बनाते हैं, ये बाहर बना रहे हैं. But I was like, no, I know that there is a vision that after a few years, yes, there will be a struggle for 1 or 2 years.
Did
but
it take some effort for you to be, so confident about your gut feeling? Yeah, you were sure.
No, I was 100% sure because we had a land parcel in the city, main town. But I said no because I've lived in Bombay. I realize the value of things. क्योंकि क्या है, हमको जो हिमाचल में रहते हैं उनको ये ग्रांटेड है, पहाड़ दिख रहे हैं, ग्रीनरी है, फ्रेश एयर है, तो वो इन चीज़ों को वैल्यू नहीं कर पाते कि जो सिटी. अब वी आर केटरिंग टू पीपल. द हॉलीडेज इज फॉर पीपल फ्रॉम लिविंग फ्रॉम सिटीज और फॉर लग्जरी ट्रैवल, और घूमने आते बाहर से आते हैं ना, तो वो ग्रांटेड ले लेते हैं. सो आई वॉज वेरी वेरी एडमेंट कि यही करना है. So I think it worked out. Yes, initial 1 साल struggle हुआ था. The flip side is today they turn around and say कि पदम सिंह के बच्चों ने यहाँ होटल बनाया था, उनका चल रहा है तो हमारा भी चलेगा. So I think what the take is that I think you have to be very confident of what you want to do. And you have to believe in yourself. I think that is very, very important.
But do you think it takes some effort for young people to really believe in themselves? क्योंकि quite often we are living in a space जिसके अंदर information का तो भरमार है. Everybody is giving you suggestions. Sure. Everybody is telling you, information from their own experiences. But everybody's experience cannot necessarily be or won't necessarily be your experience.
Absolutely.
So it takes a lot of effort for a young person. And I'm imagining 27, 27, 28 साल का बच्चा अगर आज के टाइम पर young man or woman wants to build something like that, it takes a lot of people backing you because you're all built on the shoulders of giants, right?
Correct.
So those giants could be very well be your own family or people outside also. कि ये वो confidence कहाँ से लेकर आए? And that confidence, and the reason I'm asking is because you gladly introduced that your father and your family was able to push you in a direction where you developed these abilities and skills.
Right.
कि मुझे करना है तो मुझे करना है. अपनी gut feeling पे वो confidence कैसे आता है? Or just you have to really listen to yourself?
I think there is no formula for it. I think like you said, for everybody, each to his own. किसके लिए, जो मेरे लिए काम करेगा not necessarily आपके लिए करेगा या किसी और के लिए करेगा, but I think वही था कि believe करो अपने पे and you feel it will work for sure. I think mostly यही है, and then you take it along as it comes, because जब आपने you put in that step forward, and obviously I was like, you know, anyways I'm retaliating against my parents and all of that. If it failed, there is no chance for failure. I do not want to be in a situation where, you know, I have failed and then it keeps coming back. देखा हमने बोला था ऐसा नहीं होगा. So I think initial years it was more to prove to them that yeah, I can do it, and now obviously the situation has changed.
So there was no plan B. There was only plan.
There was a plan. And I don't know if it was a plan A, B or C, but there was a plan कि ये करना है, and we stuck to the plan.
But did you, on day one, were you imagining that you would turn it into a brand? Because
no,
some people,
absolutely not. I have evolved by the day, and if people anywhere tell you कि मेरे को सब कुछ पता था कि मेरे को 2 years में ये करना है, 4 years में ये करना है, 10 years में ये करना है, it's good to think like that, but usually I don't think इतना प्लानिंग चलता है मेरे हिसाब से.
You were calculating कि अपना काम धाम छोड़ के मैं बम्बई से I'm shifting to मनाली, and यहाँ पर मैं एक होटल बना रही हूँ, एक रिजॉर्ट बना रही हूँ rather. It's not a hotel, it's not a box room जिसके अंदर आप आते हो and you do your work and get out. You are building a facility जिसके अंदर people can really have a holiday. But you must have gone through financials कि कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट लगेगा, उसका कितना रिटर्न आएगा, कितने टाइम में आएगा. उस टाइम पर ये कैलकुलेशंस रन करके were you able to imagine कि I could expand it to say 10 or 30 hotels?
No.
The calculation यही था on day one, or at least even for a couple of years, कि I'll start this resort, I'll turn this into a profitable business, I'll see the margins that I make, and then I'll see what we got to do with it.
Correct, absolutely correct.
Did you have a sibling or anybody else?
Yes, my younger brother.
And younger brother was also?
Yes, he was a part of it.
He was part of the operation. So from there, now this is 2015.
2015.
2015. You opened doors in 2016 or 2015?
2015, yes.
2015 you opened doors. From 2015 to 2025, there are 10
Exactly 10 years. We're celebrating 10 years this year.
So in these 10 years, how has Larissa as a brand grown, or what have been important inflection points? The reason I ask so is because when I met you for the first time, and it was a couple of years easily, you were mulling over, opening one in, Goa. You were thinking of other, मतलब second, third hotels है, शिमला के अंदर खुलने वाला था, and then गोवा की तरफ आप imagine कर रही थी. This is not long back. This is 4-5 years max.
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah, about that much. Yeah. Yes, I think.
So what took you, those initial 5 years? What were those learnings in those 5 years where you imagined कि भाई this could be scaled up? क्या कोई SOPs ऐसे आ गए थे, या कोई gut feeling थी, या फिर investment आ रहा था? How did you move from 1 to 35? What's been the journey?
So I think what happened is Manali we tasted blood. क्योंकि I think the first thing was we were able to catch the pulse कि customer को क्या चाहिए, किस type का holiday है. So from the word go, what happened is कि हम सब कुछ ठीक करते रहे कि space दे दिया, open area दे दिया, curated experiences करने लगे. क्योंकि I think there was an advantage, like I said, because I lived in the city and I was like, okay, if I had to go for a holiday, I started putting everything on myself. मैं कहाँ जाऊँगी छुट्टी के लिए? Will I go to the same type of situation या कुछ हटके करोगे? So I think that was initially the good part. अच्छा बात ये हुआ कि while we were constructing the hotel, the masons and the people who were working, they got incorporated as a part of the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, so आज भी 10 साल से लोग हमारे होटल में काम कर रहे हैं मनाली में. They have not been any skill training in terms of कि होटल मैनेजमेंट किया है या किसी होटल में काम किया. We all learnt on the job as we progressed. And I think they had a lot of ownership to the place. They had built the place. They saw it evolving. And I think also it's very, very important कि हमने उनको freedom दिया सोचने के लिए. And a lot of belongingness क्या है? There are a lot of women who are working with us over there. तो उनको एक जरिया मिल गया. Otherwise, what were they doing? आज यहाँ काम किया, एक project complete किया, आगे गए. तो now they started coming to one place. They had a system in place कि morning में आना है, मेरे को lunch मिलेगा, मेरे को अच्छा खाना मिलेगा. I can go back, I will be taken care of, I will get 4 holidays or 6 holidays in a month. So I think वो system, तो वो उससे blood taste हो गया. दूसरा क्या था, because we were not from the industry, तो हम जितने भी customer आ रहे थे, we made sure that whatever feedback we gave, instead of getting offended, because what happens is when it's like your baby, if anybody says something to your child, you'll get offended because it's your way of parenting. we stopped getting offended about it. उन्होंने बोला कि यहाँ पे मिरर लगना चाहिए, आपका खाना ऐसा होना चाहिए, यार आप ऐसा कर दो. Everything people said, it was a big learning for us. तो we started implementing कि आप आए, आपने बोला कि just an example कि आपका खाने में अगर ऐसा होता तो better होता. We started implementing all of them. So what happened is these customers who came to us, they became our feedback mechanism. Whatever they said, we started implementing, and within a year, we were as perfect as we could be in those situations. So blood test हो गया, अच्छा हो गया, returns आने लग गए, and then I think we realized कि हाँ हमारे पास potential है, क्योंकि उन दिनों में क्या होता था, अब तो it's become like an all year destination. क्या होता था, summers में लोग आएंगे, monsoons में कम आएंगे, फिर Christmas, New Year के. So then we said, okay, now हमने ये skill develop कर लिया है कि how to manage guests or how to build properties, then why shouldn't we take it to the next level?
This is what year that we're talking about, 2017?
2015 to 16, I think we ran Manali, and then I think towards 2017, I was getting ants in my pants saying कि अब क्या next, because जो करना था, I mean, there's always scope for improvisation, and till today also we are improving in every hotel, even if it's Manali or any other location. Yes, so we have to keep adding new things. And you have also to be aware what the others are doing. You cannot be in that cocoon ki se mujhe hi sab kuch pata hai. And we are all learning on a daily basis. Whenever I also go for any vacation or any business trip, I go and try and stay in hotels or places where I think I will have a learning from. I will not go to a typical format hotels unless there is nothing else available. But I also feel that it's more educative for me because I want to see what they are doing. So I think those kind of learnings is very, very important. And then, like I said, I got ants in my pants. Ab kya kare? So then I moved to Goa.
Okay.
So I then picked up a second
Why
property.
Goa? Why such a big
mountains
or oceans or mountains and
पता है क्या, उस वक्त एक वो नॉर्म होता था कि अब ये समर में तो आपका स्टाफ ये सब काम करेगा, विंटर में क्या है, तो डेस्टिनेशन के लिए क्या था, गोवा ही समझ आता था. गोवा वाज गोवा एंड गोवा इज गोवा नाउ आल्सो. तो मुझे लगा गोवा चले जाएंगे. तो गोवा स्टोरी वाज आल्सो वेरी डिफरेंट. आई पैक्ड माय बैग्स एंड I said at least for a month, I don't know if I'll find a place, scout the place and all of that. मैं गई. And you know, it's very funny. It just sounds very easy, but it was very funny because I landed in the morning. The person who was showing me the place, he took me there and he said, "You like the place?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "This is it. It's giving me the vibe." And by afternoon, I had shortlisted the place and I didn't have anything to do. That same evening, I took a flight back with that big suitcase that I had got of clothes for a month. And I went back and we started work. So that's how Goa happened.
So, but in Goa, essentially, what's the location of the resort?
It's Moorjim. It's on the beach.
And was it always a priority कि beach के पास रखना है और north और south was there a clear comparison?
क्योंकि मैं ज़्यादा south गई नहीं थी because we were much younger. तो सारा party scene सब कुछ north में होता. तो I was more familiar with north. So I hadn't seen too much of south, and one thing I was sure was that at least it should be near the water body. तो जिसके लिए लोग गोवा आ रहे हैं, अगर वो लोगों को आपके where you are staying, if it is closer, I mean it will be an icing on the cake.
Okay. And this Goa property opened doors?
I think in 2017 end or 18. I think.
By 2017, and this you took on lease?
This I took on lease.
So when you by that time, were you able to segregate between a company that's operating hotels and there's company that's taking hotels or?
So initially, for the first 5-6 years, we did not take any existing hotel. We just tied up with the land and we built it up ourselves.
You built it.
Yeah, because the thing was that I wasn't too sure, what comes to me, how many changes can I make in it? Will I be satisfied at the end of the day what the product will look like? And if I have a vision of giving larger rooms, more open to nature, greenery, who will be able to fulfill it? So I started doing more land deals on a long-term basis and building myself.
Okay, so but you took land on these and then you built it up.
Yes, absolutely.
And that you moved from there, now you transitioned.
Then we moved to Mussoorie. So there was a land available in Mussoorie which had a holiday home. Lot of people, what they do, we build holiday homes. Then in the initial first 3 months we go, and after that the place was left vacant. And then I tied up with them, and again I built over there again.
So how did that phase happen? Because you're transitioning now into a space where you're taking a lot of properties on lease. I'm glad and very proud that you've found 35 properties now. First property is a land that you own. Second property, you took land on lease. From third property onwards, you're seeking places that people have built properties on, but they're not running it like a commercial enterprise.
Absolutely.
there's a transition thereby within the company from owning and running its own hotels to taking a hotel or a property on a lease and managing that. How is that happening in terms of companies, in terms of operations? How do you go about it?
So I'll tell you what the thing is. I think because we have now a mix of hotels which are owned, which are leased, and which are managed. So we have three wings to it. I think the beauty is that I understand the pain point of the owner. So you've built a hotel. What happens is, I think people are not sensitive enough. So if you've built a hotel, you put X amount of money in it, and if your returns are not coming, I mean, it's a waste, right? You rather put it in some other funds or bank or etc. I think it's very, very important for people to be more sensitive and be more thoughtful of the person who's also putting that money and bought that hotel up. So I think that mix is very, very good because I'm here an owner of the hotel. I'm also managing, I'm also leasing. So I understand the pain point of the owner itself also. Because what happens is when a brand comes, I'm nothing against them, but they will make you do certain expenses and maybe the owner is left with very little money at the end of the day,
So
right?
initially a brand comes in and वो
बोलेगा कि आप ये कर दो, ये कर दो,
rupees
इसको डिप्लॉय कर दो, ये डिप्लॉय कर दो. ओनर और बहुत से ओनर्स आप कभी लोगों से बात करेंगे तो आपको रियलाइज होगा जो आपका रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट है बहुत मिनिस्क्यूल है. ठीक है, बड़ा होटल है, मेरा ये है, वो ठीक है, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे ऑल ऑफ देयर इज कमर्शियल अटैचमेंट टू इट ऑल्सो, तो वो रह जाता है. सो आई थिंक वेयर वी पिच इन इज दैट बिकॉज like I told you, we have three pieces. So we understand each other's pain point. I also understand what does it take from a management perspective to the owner and from an owner to a management perspective. So I think that mix of healthy distribution of how we operate the hotels has made us be more sensitive to every environment.
But have you made two companies? Just say one company is just doing the Manali hotel and then there's a company which is managing hotels and taking hotels on lease.
No, so there's only one company. One company. Under that, we operate three brands.
Okay, three brands.
Yes. So there is Larissa, which is a little more boutique, more open space, because then we realized that there are all sorts of customers who are coming. Why shouldn't we also be able to give something to the mass without putting a dent on the pocket, but having the same kind of services? So yeah, there'll be a few amenities which will be lesser, but why shouldn't they be entitled to have a good holiday? So there was a gap which was missing.
Okay, when you began working in this space, उस time पे Oyo was in many ways and propagated also that it's revolutionizing the market, and the internet was booming and they understood the importance of how to take properties and turn them into standard hotels, much like cheap European rooms and commercial operations के लिए. What do you think about that market or that way of working? And do you think that Oyo and the way that business has evolved has really helped you in building your brand in any way?
See, I can't comment on anybody else's business model, but I think hospitality, especially when you are coming and spending, it's like a home away from home. I think the element of personalization
is that the operating principle behind Larissa?
Yes. I think it's home away from home. And also, I think there needs to be some personalization. We all very mechanical, room liya, chabi li, I don't know who the person is. I think when you are at leisure, you want to come and talk, you want to talk to the locals, you want to understand the law of the land, which I think these formatted ones do not give you an option. So I think that irrespective of whatever technology might come, but we would want to do that personalization, because today on date also when some guest calls up for reservation, they want to do multiple things. Baraf hogi, main wahan kaise pahunchunga, how will my children be taken care of? So there are various things where only a human can solve it, and that's why we try and emphasize that you book with us directly. I want to know you by first name basis. I want to know what are your preferences, what do you like eating, and various other things. What kind of travel do you like? So I think that element should not be taken away, irrespective of whatever technology comes, I think.
Okay. Has COVID been an important, inflection point in this journey? Because many people who were operating hospitality business back in the day,
right,
just when COVID, everything was shut.
Correct.
And market took a major hit. Some people speculate and argue that right after COVID, it became a 365 days market.
Correct.
Pehle it was about, there's a season, 2-3 mahina, and then 2-3 mahina, people would go in during winter time. And it's turned into 365 days market. how do you think, in your personal observation of running hotel in Manali
Right.
also, and then Goa was also very much active in Mussoorie, and how you've seen market in all the 35 properties that you run?
So yes, COVID was bad for everybody. I think those we were not operational for 7-8 months. The times were really bad. After that, a lot of revenge tourism happened for sure. And I think people also realized that, what are we holding on to? You really don't know. Life is very, very unpredictable. I think after that, the trend has changed a lot. People are going to holidays. People are making time for themselves. And I think there's so much of stress around your work, X, Y, Z. I think people have now consciously said that, okay, I think I need a break. Let me take it. And I think people have become a lot more progressive to the fact कि पहले होता था हमारे ज़माने में कि छुट्टी भी जाएंगे तो you'll go to your nana nani house or something like that. But I think now you give an opportunity to people on every long weekend. People want to travel. It's like a way of de-stressing yourself when you go for
So you
holidays.
argue the market has really grown.
Yes, absolutely.
Post-COVID has seen an uptick.
And it's become very unpredictable. Earlier times, the booking window of a customer, you knew कि आज के 14 दिन बाद कितने आपके होटल में आने वाले हैं. But now it is totally changed. Today in the morning, you could be sitting with like 2-room occupancy, and by the evening, we run a hotel in Shimla with 83 rooms. And it's just so surprising to see that people are making these impromptu plans. By the end of it, 2 rooms in the morning booked, and the hotel is sold out by the end of the evening. So people, I think the trends, and if anybody can predict it, I don't know. It is not accurate. There is no टाइमलाइन गिवन कि इतने दिन पहले बुकिंग करेंगे भर जाएगा तो आप प्रिडिक्शन हैज गॉन ऑल ओवर द प्लेस सो यू हैव टू बी अ लॉट मोर प्रिपेयर्ड कि आज आपके पास सप्लाईज होनी चाहिए यू शुड बी एबल टू cater to so many guests who are coming. So I think it's all very evolved now and very different.
In this one full decade where you've been in the industry, any factors that have really revolutionized the space?
I think yes, of course, technology has to be taken into play. When I started the first place, I mean, I think 70 to 80% or even more in my own hometown were operating without technology. They were working on a register, likh rahe the, So I think what advantage I had is because I'd lived in cities, I've also worked on tech in whatever form. I think that was very important in terms of distribution. It makes your life so much easier. You know how you connect to the world. And when I'm talking about 10 years back, obviously the larger players were obviously using that. But small towns, none of them were using it. At times you will see, even now, there might be a certain percentage of people, they're not using technology.
All registers.
All registers में चल रहा है. Booking bounce हो रही है, आपको पता ही नहीं है. तो आजकल तो there are so many aspects how you can, make your life easier by using technology.
In terms of Larissa as a brand, kitna percentage you would argue is coming directly to Larissa and kitna percentage is coming via
different channels? So I am a hard believer that, it should be a basket of mixed sources. My endeavor at the end of the day, it will be like I've achieved my thing if people start coming directly. But yes, slowly we are moving towards that. Yes, we get about 35 to 40% of our customers who come directly to us. And the others are from the OTA platform. Then we have trade partners who are also marketing for us in various platforms, your travel agents.
So the travel agents and travel partners, do they really make a big market? Because back in the day...
Yes, they were very big.
Yeah, very big.
Right now it's very different because see, at the end of the day, like I said, technology has come. People can see a hotel on a click of a button. So yes, that trend has gone down. When travel agents market has been eaten up by the OTA. For sure. But there are certain markets where people go only through a reliable source. So for example, I'll give you like there are people who travel to Ladakh. Those type of people want to plan everything before you go.
Yeah.
Because you're going to a terrain, you don't know where the conditions are harsh. There has to be an accountability of where they are going. So I think people feel more confident in going to places like this.
When there's a travel partner.
When there's a travel partner, so like I said, it will only be specific. Agar Shimla jana, I don't know if people want to use a travel agent, But agar aapko Ladakh jana hai, Nubra jana hai, koi interiors mein kahin jana hai, they want to have some accountability कि मुझे वहाँ गाड़ी मिल जाएगी, hotel ठीक होगा, things like that.
But in terms of international tourists, I think a lot of them, or almost all of them, plan it with a travel partner.
Absolutely.
But domestic, what percentage do you think is, or has domestic tourism really picked up, or international visitors?
No, domestic is very big.
Domestic
very big.
So just that a new brand comes in and wants to do business, even if one is focusing towards domestic tourism, they can make it big.
Yes, absolutely. See, most of our hotels, I don't know, the percentage of international travel is very, very less. It could be like single digit percent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all domestic.
Even in Goa, for that matter?
Goa, yes, obviously, if you see Goa, trends have changed a lot. Earlier, there was a lot of inbound travel
In fact,
coming
last
in. Yes.
season, everybody was complaining that Goa and international visitors have taken a massive hit.
Also, उसमें ये भी है demand supply का भी issue है because Goa has opened up so much, right? At the end of the day, there's so much of supply, उतना demand नहीं है, and there's so many pockets which have been created within Goa also.
But let's jump into behind the scenes.
Okay.
Because like I was,
Yes.
when I opened up,
Yeah.
कि लगता सबको है कि भाई एक होटल बनाया जा सकता है, but it takes a lot behind the scenes to make the entire experience, pleasurable for any tourist for that matter. Shifting from 1 to 35 hotels, how do you ensure that standards are maintained?
So there is a SOP which is given across that this is definitely you cannot compromise with that. But like I was discussing this with you earlier also, a universal SOP will not work for every region. Every place comes with its own challenges. So I think a person has to be smart enough to say, okay, yes, this is what I need to follow. But sometimes you have to take a detour. So I think it depends from location to location, what the area is offering to you. But yeah, basic, like I said, hygiene, that has to be taken care of.
But in terms of, give me some rough metric around, one, that we'll get into operations
Sure,
also,
yeah.
okay, exactly, which teams कौन सी look at. In terms of, do you make more money on room rentals or do you make more money on food?
Currently on room rentals.
Currently on room rentals.
Yes, and that's, I think, I may not be a big foodie myself and went to boarding school and all of that. So मेरा वो thought process food की तरफ ज़्यादा.
सब हजम.
I don't know however you put it, but yeah, for now, most of my revenue comes in from room. And also, like I said, location में फर्क होता है. अगर I will be foolish enough to think कि गोवा में सब मेरे यहाँ खाना खाएंगे, नहीं आएंगे. जो गोवा जाता है या कोई भी डेस्टिनेशन जाता है, वो ऑलरेडी एक लिस्ट ऑफ होटल्स या रेस्टोरेंट्स लेके आता है कि भैया मुझे 5 ये रेस्टोरेंट्स में जाना है. Yes, they will eat breakfast with me if I can serve them a beautiful, good, appetizing breakfast, which will be great. But I think I'll be foolish to think that no, now he has to have dinner with me. It won't work. So I think mindset has to change.
It also depends on the location. No?
Correct.
क्योंकि if somebody is going to, like we were talking about, Mukteshwar.
हाँ, वहाँ जाएंगे तो yes, आपको in-house.
हाँ, in-house होगा.